In this video, I will talk about the tough time. When I ask a child what you want to become, that time that child says that I want to become a big man. It's mean वह बड़ा बनना चाहता है. वह छोट he is small but he want to big. He want to elder. Then I ask one question, why do you want to be elder? That time he says that because that time I get more freedom. I can do whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. I can visit whatever I want. I can go whatever I want. And I can do what I want. It's mean he wants freedom. And he supposed that when he become big, yeah, elder, that time definitely he gets the freedom. But the reality is knows that okay, there is no any type of freedoms comes with when we become big. Yeah, when we go on our bigs. Then the question is that okay, why and how we get the freedoms. Then the freedoms comes with the tough time. Yes, it's maybe little contradict, but it is a reality. If you want the freedom, then definitely you simultaneously you love the tough time. Then the question is that what we can get the freedom without tough time. That time definitely from my side answer is not. You cannot get the freedoms without tough time. Let's suppose I will explain my point first, then I will go further. Just suppose you are a lawyer. Many of people say that you are a lawyer. So I will also say you. Suppose you are a lawyer and you have a two choice. First, you spend your whole life in the forest and you spend your whole life in the cage where you get three times of meal. You will fully protected and no one person can, yeah, no other animal will kill you. And but the one condition, you spend your whole life in the prison, the cage. Then the other scenario, okay, you will be free and you will live, yeah, you want to live in the forest when there is no surety you will get the foods of one day. But in the other side, you in case you get the three times food per day, but in the forest you don't know okay, what you get the food right now, yeah, not, and you don't have security. Okay, maybe any other animal came and that will kill you. That time definitely which type of life you choose. 99% people choose like first. They want they live in the forest. Maybe they are the uncertainty about the life, but they knows that a tough time makes they happy. If there is no tough time, then definitely there is no freedom, and there is no freedom. That's mean there is no meaning of the life. It's mean just you are living in the life, but you don't live the life. You have the life, but you don't live the life. And 90, not 90, like even around 70 to 80% people are choosing this second choice in their life. They don't want to tough time. Literally, it is a contradict. But many people thinks that they want to freedoms. Definitely, they want freedoms. But along the time, simultaneously, freedoms carry forward with the tough time. But the people say, no, no, I don't want tough time. I want only freedom. That both are the contradict, it doesn't be happens, and many of the peoples are only stuck in that illusion that they will be get freedom. So you find in your nearby there is the many of the people says they don't like their jobs, they don't like their lives, they are frustrated their lives and other so many things. Then the question is that why they are more frustrated and why you are more frustrated, why you don't get the right way of your life, why do you don't get the right purpose of your life? Because you don't know and you don't have the courage to get the tough time. I say again that Tough times comes with the freedoms. Yeah, freedoms come with the tough time. Both are the simultaneously. You cannot avoid one thing at a one time. In the lion case, you cannot choose the case because you knows that okay, there is the life, but there is the foundations. You cannot live your life. And if you want to live your life, then definitely you have to go with the tough time. And if you goes with the tough time, that time you realize that the tough time make the person tough. And that time I hear a one line, one quote, and one book I have, okay, tough time never last, the tough people do. That's life gave me the more energy, more enthusiasm, so I will make this video because I know that many of the people don't love the suffering, don't love the tough time. They all want their comfort zone. They want, we want only little bit freedoms in our life, so we'll be happy. And that is the big cycle, because when we choose comfort zone, that time along the time we choose, okay, we don't want freedoms. And if we don't want freedom, then definitely we feel that we are frustrating our life. We cannot do anything because now the control has been gone in the another person's, and he will control us according to their needs. But now when you feel that I am freedoms, that time, and you, if you choose the tough time, that time definitely the your life responsibility is in your hand. You can do whatever you want. Sometimes I think that why any entrepreneurs trying to find new solution, trying to start their own business, and so other stuff they want to try. Much time he will fail, but he wants to try. That time I realized that that is a secret. That is the secret of the freedom. The freedom secret is that if you don't choose any tough time, the time definitely you along the time says that I don't want freedoms. And if you really don't want freedom, then definitely you don't need to take a tough time. And what happens when we get, when we choose the tough time? When you choose the tough time, that time definitely you have to control to take a decision. You have a control to improvement. You have to control to get a more power in your hand. You have to control to evolve yourself in the next level. You have the control to whatever you want you can did. These all freedoms comes with the single lines, yeah, single perpendicular thought. Okay, you choose the tough time. And the interesting things that okay, why we choose tough time, that time definitely I hear one story. Okay, there is the two farmers, just they are the close neighbor, and then they agriculture of a potato, and the after the they collect all potato and shift it into the trucks, and both choose the two paths. First path is the simple road and get to the market, and second is the more breakable and highest hills and downs and so many मतलब completely destroyed path they choose. And along the time when the both farmer reach the market, that time the first person who choose the simple path, that time he looked the another farmers के their all potato have been sold, and the other side that farmer don't send matlab little send the potato. That time the that farmer asked that farmers ke, what is the secret कि all the people wants in here to buy your potato but not my potato? What is the real answer? That time that farmer says that okay, because I choose a tough road. What's the mean of tough road? You, that time he explained that when I choose the tough road, that time definitely my trucks is goes up and down again and again, so that when all my potato in their bucket they are trying also jumbling, and after the jumbling a lot of time, that time the bigger potato come out above, and the middle potato come in the middle, and the very small potato goes in the down, so that when the peoples comes they don't have the Yeah, they don't find any difficulty to select which type of potato they want. If they want big potato, that time definitely they choose the big potato. Otherwise, you can choose this. I don't need to segregate these potato. And on the other hands, you choose the simple path, so you have to choose and you have to work how to segregate these things. What is the moral of this story? The moral of the story is that if you choose the simple path, that time definitely you feel that you only have the little stuff in your life, you cannot get much in your life. So on the other side, when you try to something new, when you take the tough time, when you take the tough decisions, okay, that is beyond my control, that is I have want to control in my life. Yeah, these things, that just suppose I am not a fit, that time you choose that I want for 6 apps, that time that is your choice. Now it is not a comfortable situation, because now you have to put hard works. If you think that I am not a topper, that time definitely you works on the direction to become topper, that time you choose your comfort zone and you choose the tough time. Because when you do any new things, that time definitely you feel the more hurdle in your life, and when you feel the more hurdle, that time you choose the tough time, and along the tough time you choose indirectly the freedoms. And when you start, that time you feel that now you get the freedoms in your controls, now you do whatever you want. And that is the secret why the 99% people wants freedoms, but they never get the freedom, because the freedom is always work with the tough time. And the 99% want only the comfort zone, so they feel if they are comfort, that are definitely they will be happy. But there is the wrong things. And the last thing is that tough times never ends, people's do. Jai Shri Krishna.